Hey Anthony, how's it going, man?
Good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, bro. It's a nice Sunday evening. I haven't
It
done a
is.
darn thing all day. I think it's time for a brewski.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. No football. Not It's definitely different.
I know, man. I'm kind of missing it pretty bad. I want football back as soon as
Right?
possible, bro. It's making me crazy.
Yeah. The anticipation of what's going to happen in June. In the draft and in June and all that, and
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
man.
off-season
There's a lot of
trades
stuff
and
going on. It's
transactions and stuff like that.
sure there's a lot of stuff going on. It's just kind of the boring part. Who's going to stay? Who's going to be traded? That kind of sucks. Um,
Yeah.
but we don't get squat till the combine, you know.
Right. And the combine's what? Is that in May?
Man, I don't remember. Um, let's see. Oh, speaking of the combine, look at that. That Shadur Sanders kid is not going to throw a ball at the combine.
No.
What the heck? What the heck, man? Why would he do that? I don't understand that move at all. Unless you just really think you're going to stink it up and then you're not going to go where you wanted to go or where your dad wanted you to go.
Wow. So turns out the NFL Combine is February 27th
Yeah, I thought it was coming up pretty
to
soon.
March 2nd. So that's the
Like
Combine. That's
this coming
wow.
weekend, right?
Yeah. This and surprisingly, yes. And where or does it take place? That's interesting to see. I'm curious here now. Talking about the Combine, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. That Shadur Sanders kid, I mean, he threw over 4,000 yards in college. He had like pushing 40 touchdowns, and he threw it away 10 times.
Looks like it's going to be in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis,
Okay.
Indiana.
Cool, man. That's a good spot to have it.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you think about that Shakur Sanders kid?
Shitter Sanders or whatever. I don't know. I think he's overhyped in my opinion, but maybe I could be wrong. He could be as well as a great football player. I mean, obviously he went to college. He did great for the most
He
part.
did pretty good. I mean, he was over in Colorado, right?
Yeah, with his dad.
That's the part right there. I think that's the part that would make me want to just stay away, bro. All the dad baggage, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand wanting the best for your kid, but how about you just leave your kid so he can go do his best? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
how about we see what the little dude can do instead of everybody running around talking about Dion. I think he's doing something there that could mess with the kid.
Not. I mean, I'm not gonna say label him as like the next Jamarcus Russell, right? They came and played for the Raiders and just stunk it up. But I mean, I'm hoping he does well. I would like to see him do well, and whoever drafts him, he's you know, he plays a good role for that team. Or
So, are you saying you think he might go to the Raiders?
well, that be something.
I mean, Vegas, baby. That's where his dad would probably be happy, and he could walk around and beat Deion Sanders everywhere.
I don't think he wants him to go to the Raiders, to be quite honest. I think there's a few teams that he wants him to play for, and there's a few teams that he doesn't want his son to play for. I would assume, because I think there was an article written about that, or there was something in the news about that a while back. But we'll see what happens. I'm interested. I mean, not
So
you
the
know,
Titans have what, the first overall pick. The Browns have the second selection. And so, is his dad really going to say no to both those teams?
See what happens, right?
I mean, come on, man.
Well, he did say he doesn't want his son to play for the Browns.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I don't like it when if there's going to be a draft and somebody drafts you and you say no. I don't like that. I don't think you should be allowed in the league if you say no.
Well, it's just like Eli Manning back in like when he was drafted. He was drafted by the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken, right? And he was traded to the Giants. Yeah, Eli Manning. Eli said he didn't want to play for the Chargers or whoever he was drafted by.
Yeah,
And they made a big stink over it. And
he
went
did
to-
do that. So did
Yeah.
oh gosh, who else did that? Oh, didn't
Jim Kelly did that too. He said he would never play for Buffalo. When he was drafted by the Buffalo Bills, he said he would never play for the Buffalo Bills. He said he didn't want to play in that cold weather.
and then he did.
And then he went to the Canadian Football League or whatever the hell it was, and he did like 2 years there. And then when that
When he got tired of getting his fucking nuts frozen in Canada.
well, actually they shut down that league, and then he had no choice to come to Buffalo. And
I
then
mean, Canada is not.
I think it was like
Not
I think it
warm.
was a Canada Football League, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look up Jim Kelly real quick. But yeah, he played. Let's look at his career. Let's see here, Wikipedia. Yeah, he played for the Houston Gamblers. It was a United States Football League is what it was. The United States Football League fell under is what happened, and then he ended up coming to Buffalo, and then he toughed it out, and it was the best decision he ever did. He said,
Wait,
No.
didn't Kurt Warner play for that same league? What was his?
Kurt Warner, maybe.
Or he was like playing like arena football or some shit.
Yeah, he was playing arena football, I think. Kurt Warner, let's look at his career here.
I always liked Kurt Warner, dude.
Yeah, he played for the Iowa Barnstormers
Nice.
from 95 to 97.
Dude,
Then he
when
was
playing,
then he
for
went to the Rams. Dude, I tell you what, when they got hurt, I think I said something to a friend of mine back in the day. It was in high school. I said, watch those Rams. They're going to kick some serious butt. And it was after Jim Kelly retired, and I was just, lost because it was like Buffalo was still rebuilding, and the things that they had with Drew Bledsoe, or I think it was Rob Johnson or some shit like that, and then Doug Flutie, in the 90s, early 2000s, it was really crazy, and I was like, oh. But then watching those Rams on TV and what they did was amazing. The greatest story ever told.
I mean,
it was,
that was
the greatest offense ever.
That was pretty cool watching Kurt Warner step in, and he did really good, dude. And then staying in the league as long as he did was pretty cool.
Yeah, the greatest show on turf was what it was called.
The greatest show on turf. Yeah. Cool.
Let me mute my phone. I thought I had it muted.
Better mute mine too. There we go.
Just phenomenal that Kurt Warner. I'm to see. I mean, I was rooting for the Saints the Rams. Excuse me, the Rams that year. Whenever he did really good, I jumped on that bandwagon. And
you know what though? I don't call it a bandwagon. Like if you're watching playoff games and your team's not on,
yeah,
why not root for somebody, bro?
Well, yeah, you got to jump on a team. You got to sit there and say, I like this guy. This team's pretty cool. I loved watching Peyton Manning. I followed him through his his Colts, going to the Broncos. I was rooting for the Broncos when they got their butts beat by the freaking Sea Chickens, and oh my gosh, what a butt whooping that was. Good for them. But man, I tell you, It was awesome, you know.
Heck
And
yeah.
then watching, you know, Matt Ryan had a little soft spot for him, and you know, and then the Colts or not the excuse me the Falcons when he was with the Falcons just couldn't get the job done in the Super Bowl. Blew that 28-3 lead.
Matty Ice.
Mm.
Matty Ice had a crazy start to his career because he'd have like a really good year where he was literally the Iceman. And then he'd have like 4 bad years. And then he'd come back, just have a goddamn stellar year. Then he'd have like 4 bad years. It was bizarre, dude.
It was. And then
But yeah, he was Matty Ice for a reason because sometimes, man, he was stone cold on your team, bro. Like he would freeze your team out and just kick the crap out of you. You know, it's pretty impressive. Heck yeah! Did you see that Xavier Worthy and Joe Tooney got some Kansas City Chiefs awards? It's just in-house awards and stuff. But our play team MVP was Joe Tooney. That was cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the Chiefs. It's the Derek Thomas Most Valuable Player Award, is what we call it. Yeah, Joe Tooney earned that sucker, bro.
Yeah,
You know, that kid hopped around wherever he was needed, bro, and did a great job wherever he got stuck too. And no complaints either. That's a boss, bro. That's a boss. And then Xavier Worthy got the Rookie of the Year award.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call that thing? Yeah, just the Kansas City Chiefs Rookie of the Year award. Let's see. Who do they call that after? I'm trying to remember. Mac Lee Hill Rookie of the Year award. Mac Lee Hill Rookie of the Year award. That's what they call it. Just like in-house awards, but that's pretty cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then getting rookie records in the Super Bowl was pretty cool, even though the team got the shit smashed out of them, you know. I mean, it sucks to have to wear that, but I wear it with a badge, you know. Like it doesn't bother me. It hurts because I love my team and I always want to see them win. But gosh dang, dude, we've had a pretty good run so far, I think. And the Bills too, like it sucks to not win, but you guys pushed a pretty good run so far. What's up, J-Dog? I saw DTN was in here a while ago.
What's happening?
We're going to let some call-ins after a bit. Right now, we're just kind of BSing about what's going on around the league, which really isn't very much right now, bro. Everybody's kind of stalling out for the combine, right?
Yeah, right.
So Trayvon Henderson is one of the guys that you should be looking at. I'm hoping the Chiefs are looking at him. He's a good fit for the Chiefs offense. I mean, he's one of the later picks, but
yeah,
we are in the market for a running back, and he seems to have some juice, man.
Do you think they're going to keep Kareem Hunt?
I mean, what I can see is we're gonna have 3 running backs.
Yeah,
back there. I'd like to keep Carson Steele. I was hoping the best for him, but he didn't turn out like all the Chiefs fans were hoping, you know. And so I think what's going to happen is he's going to be on practice, and then we're going to keep Kareem and Isaiah Pacheco, but we're going to bring in a new kid too.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, I think that's probably going to be one of the first picks. I mean, unless we can pull a really good tackle right away, you know, like the best tackle in all of it, and just take him first round if we can.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be looking at running backs in probably second round, maybe. If not, pick one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know that now that the cap space is up, it makes me happy. We could pay Bolton and keep Justin Reed. because I can't see going on the market for a guy when you're not going to get someone as good as Justin, who can help out on special teams a lot. And I mean, both sides of the ball, kicking it and blocking those kicks. You know, I mean, he's right there. I know it's Leo Chanel getting in there too, but Justin's right there with him. And then, I mean, that's a good group right there to be, or a good guy right there to be keeping. He's just got a lot of talent, you know. But I know we got to fix the line. The line just kills us. And I would like to see some receivers get open and get downfield, and Mahomes get back to the old Mahomes.
What about your right tackle, man? I mean, that dude. I mean, it's a style of play, but it's not working.
Who's that? Left tackle? You mean?
Your right tackle? No, your
right tackle. Who's that? Trey Smith? Who are you
the
talking
guy
about?
that keeps on lining up all weird and gets a bunch of false starts.
Yeah, that's that's a trouble spot too. But I think the biggest, so he does a good job.
Yeah,
but
I'm not saying he doesn't, but he definitely.
But he was at one time the most penalized guy on any freaking line for sure.
Yeah,
because like it was false start after false start with that kid. But
mm-hmm.
I think he's done a lot better this year, and he's only had a couple of those little stutters like that. But maybe next year he doesn't have him like that anymore. You know, maybe he's dialing it in finally, getting a little bit bigger and stronger so that he doesn't have to worry so much about it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we really need to fix the left side of the line because Tooney came over from the right side.
Yeah.
And just really did a great job being the only guy there on the left side that could do much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think if we can get a giant kid who's really strong and got some hunger over there, and one that can play left tackle, one that's always played left tackle. It's hard for these guys when you draft them because you go, oh, by the way, we're going to take you off right tackle. We've got lots of those. We're going to put you on the left tackle. And then they're like, crap, I can't block that side very well, you know. So, I mean, left tackle's a problem child for just about every team, I believe. I mean, and as far as tackles in the draft, that's later round guys usually. But if there's somebody we could get that's going to help right away, I mean, that'd be nice to do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably my biggest problem with it. And we need some help at corner. I realize Hicks is doing pretty good back there with Justin, but at corner, we've only got McDuffie, and I know we got Cook, but I just think we need a good veteran corner. So use some of this cap space to bring a guy in, you know, and then hopefully the defense will be sound again, you know. But the offense needs to start firing, bro. Firing. I miss having a hungry quarterback. It looks like he wasn't as hungry this year, and I know a lot of that is attributed to the failures at the line. But he just wasn't his gunslinger self, you know. So,
probably a lot of that has to do with the offensive coordinator. Nothing against him, but I mean,
Matt Nagy.
I mean, Matt Nagy was the head coach
of the
Chicago Bears, bro.
As far as that, he's a good guy. I just don't like pulling coaches from Chicago. I think that's never going to work. They don't have good coaching there. They've never had good coaching there.
I'm not saying that Matt Nagy couldn't be a good offensive coordinator for somebody, but I don't think he complimented Andy Reid because
Reid just it. He's from that Andy Reid coaching tree, but not all them apples are ripe, baby. You know.
No, you need another. Who was your offensive coordinator beforehand? Eric Bieniemy.
You know what? I love EB. I would be absolutely pleased as pie if he came back. I know that he would piss off Andy sometimes, but geez, we were winning by 40 points. Fuck, Like I thought he did a great job calling let's just go kick their ass plays, you know.
Yeah.
Like that was when every single play was designed to make a touchdown, you know. And now it's like every single play is designed to dink and dunk. And I don't know what changed other than the line because back when we had Eric Fisher on there on that left side, ain't nobody getting by him, dude. He picked up JJ Watt by the back of the shirt and by the belt and fucking pile drived his face into the dirt. Like picked him up like he was nothing, bro. But Watt was over there trying to kill my quarterback. He got put down. He got put down by a great, big, strong Eric Fisher. And that's what we need again is somebody on the left side that could do that stuff, you know.
Wow.
So breaking news, the Philadelphia Eagles, this is from J-Dog. I don't know the source on this, but the Eagles have rejected the White House visit. Because of what's going on with Trump right now?
Or what's going on with Trump?
What's going on with
honestly, Trump's just doing what he's doing. I don't know. I don't want to talk politics, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say. I mean, I get it. You know,
Thanks,
I mean,
bro. We don't like to talk politics.
Yeah,
if it's because of politics that they're doing that for, I don't like that. If it's because of it's just not a good time because of all the stuff that's going on in the office right now, then I understand that. You know, I mean, that's as far as I want to really dive into that situation.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with politics and everything it does affect us Americans.
You know, sometimes it's better to stay the hell out of it. Just give it some time and then go. You know, I mean, I want to go to the White House. I'd love to see those rooms with the paintings of all the old presidents. But if it's a political hot spot right now, shit, I'll wait. You know, maybe someday when it's calmed down, I could go, you know.
Well, you know, yeah. So, like I said before, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it involves, you know, whatever. But
I mean,
I'm excited to see.
I wonder. I bet you the Ravens ain't turning down strip clubs or masseuses. Did you hear about that guy?
Right, and right.
What the heck was his name, dude? Oh, Tucker from the Ravens.
Yeah,
he's in some hot water over there. I guess there's a bunch of massage parlor people stepping forward saying he's doing some stuff or masseuses or whatever they are. I shouldn't say massage parlor. I don't know. Maybe they worked at the team facility, you know.
I'm just interested to see what happens with Deshaun Watson this upcoming year.
I kind of hope he just kind of fades off into the distance, bro. I don't need to see Deshaun no more.
I know that, but I mean, is he still on a contract? What's he gonna do?
Yeah, the fucking the Browns owner needs to stop it, man. I mean, just taking that guy, he was a pariah for any team that took him anyway. None of the fans from any team was going to be on his side. I mean, he's kind of sounds like he was kind of a fucking dirtbag to me, really.
Yeah. You know? So Watson has 2 years remaining left on his 5-year deal, fully guaranteed $230 million.
Jesus, fully guaranteed?
Yes.
$230 million?
So he hit his cap space.
Wait, did you say 230
million? Yes.
So basically, as much as a whole team's fucking cap space. Oh my God.
Yeah, his cap space this year.
His cap hit is an entire cap.
His cap space hit this year is at $72.9 million. Or excuse me, in 2025 and 2026.
Okay, so in 2 years.
Yeah. For the next 2 years, it's $46 million in each of the 2 next seasons.
And all of this is guaranteed?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, dude.
Yep.
Well, I say let's let some guys call in.
That's fine.
You okay with that?
I'm good with that.
think J-Dog's waiting in the back. Well, let's go ahead and let him in. Hey, buddy.
Yo.
Hey.
Hey.
What's happening, man?
Not much. I don't know.
I like it that you have red lights in your room for the Chiefs and stuff. That's pretty cool.
You're lucky I can't find my remote. You're lucky I can't find my remote. So
You turn it from red to green.
exactly, real quick.
Yeah, buddy. I'm glad that you're finally supporting me, you big meanie.
You want to? 1 sec. Is that better?
No. No.
Oh.
Now I'm scared of the dark.
Now it's
Okay.
yeah, it was all black and white now, or is it the black light or whatever?
I was scared of the dark.
Now I have to find my light. Now I have to find my remote. Just 'cause
Oh,
it's not-
yeah. Okay, wait, bro. Tell us what you're thinking about this. I heard that the Eagles are going to pick up Deshaun Watson and pay him all that guaranteed money.
No. Real quick. If we're,
He's gonna be a solid backup, but expensive backup.
I mean, just that Jalen Hurts will be the backup, dude.
Yo,
They'll start Deshaun until he throws the ball towards a massage parlor, and he'll be out of there, bro.
if we're being serious, did you hear about Justin Tucker?
Yeah, dude, that's what brought it all up.
Yeah,
That guy from the Ravens.
Yeah, he could get released.
He's what?
That he could get released. He's a possibility to get released.
Yeah. If you're going to be doing that, no team wants you, man.
Exactly.
The fans want you out of there. That's pretty crude stuff that those guys be doing.
And right after the season, like,
I mean, I don't understand it, but I've been with the same woman for 20 years. So
Justin Tucker is 35 years old.
yeah, I hear you, bro.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Right, I got my AirPods in.
Yeah, Tucker's 35 years of age. So
Yeah, just sit on the
Hey,
couch.
Chris. We just started doing college, Chris.
what's
There's
happening, man?
Nah, Jamie, you ain't getting away with it. I'm going to find my remote right now.
He's gonna go find the remote right now. I said I got
You ain't
J-Dog
getting
all
away with it.
popped up now because I told him thanks for wearing some red in his background for the Chiefs and being supportive for once.
Ooh, you lucky I found it.
Ah, sweet. Let's see that green, bro. Come on.
There you go.
That's green.
That's
Nice.
better.
Supporting the Jets.
Shut up.
Yeah, Jets, baby.
Look at that Jets green, dude.
Shut up, bro. What color?
You're
What
good.
color?
Put it in
What-
green. You're good.
Okay.
I like the Jets green, though. That's pretty cool that you're supporting the Jets, too, though.
Stop. Orange.
Oh, Broncos orange, too, huh? You got some Minnesota Vikings purple?
I mean, I like the Broncos better than the Jets.
I don't
Oh, wow.
mind the Broncos.
Me
I
neither.
mean, it kind of sucks to have to walk through their parking lot after a game if your team beat them.
True that. We need some topics to talk about.
We were just talking about Tucker. I thought
Yeah.
that was a good convo. So who's that guy from the Eagles that was playing with a freaking torn tricep? Or like,
Oh, Nolan Smith.
yeah, Smith. He played that whole
Yeah.
damn game with a tore up tricep, dude. That's a tough dude.
SOB.
That's a tough guy, bro. That I can't imagine the pain on that. That's everything that you push against is just killing you. Wow.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was either.
I mean, it.
Since he wasn't.
I don't know if it's true, but it sounds like it might be. And if it is, that's a badass right there.
I know, right? Because he wasn't our big contributor in that game, so no one knew if he played on it or not.
Right.
like having tricep.
Right, dude. I mean, that's got to be some massive pain, bro.
For real.
Massive pain. And that's a pretty badass dude to be able to trudge through it and finish the season and stuff.
Now that takes till July, right? How long does tricep recovery take?
Well, it depends on how bad it was, because if it's
Yeah.
a tendon, man, that's a 6-month thing, you know.
Till July.
If it's like a bad torn tricep, like if the muscle has actually peeled off of the bone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to at least be, you know, at least a 2-month or something, you know, maybe 3 months. Because that shit's got to attach itself back on there and heal up. And gosh dang, that would hurt.
Yeah, surgery.
So most
6
partial
years.
tricep tendon injuries will heal over 8 to 12 weeks.
Okay, so a couple months.
Most patients can expect a full recovery in motion in about a year.
Yikes.
And then most patients can expect a full recovery approximately 4 to 6 months after a successful distal triceps tendon repair.
Damn. So there you go.
But with the NFL, you know, the doctors and everything they have and all that money they make, I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers with that torn ACL.
I still wonder if that was real, dude. I mean, he was on the sideline like the next day. Like, come on, man.
Or the next week.
Look, I understand all of that, but think about this, man. This might be a conspiracy theorist sort of a deal, but so Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets under the assumption that he was going to play so many games as a starter for them. And it was most of the season. And at the time, he would have rather been on darkness retreats than doing anything else, because he didn't go to any fucking practices or nothing. He goes out there, and the first play, he falls down, grabs his leg. If it was real, I don't know if he's back the next week walking around with crutches on the sideline, you know. But if he ducked out of it, that means the Jets got back their first round pick. They got back half of the money they were spending on him. That's a big haul just on its own.
Yeah.
And so it could have been a setup so that he really literally didn't cost the Jets as much as it was going to. And he ended up being way cheaper. And that's how he got to restructure a little bit and bring in the guys he wanted. And I'm starting to wonder if that was his whole fucking plan. And I don't like that. I say go to work where you're working and do what they ask you to do, right?
I mean, especially when you're playing a sport that you've been loving to play.
I mean, and now he's busy searching for a job, and his only fucking job qualification is he's got passion for the game still. Shut the fuck up and go retire. I mean, maybe he should have spent more time with his teams, getting to know his guys, and then they would have had a better collaboration when it came to a pass being caught. You know, maybe they know each other well enough, but he didn't get to know anybody. All he did was point fingers the whole time and then take practices off.
Maybe he'll be a Raider.
I don't know if they'd waste their time with him, dude.
Devontae Adams goes back to the Raiders too. Oh!
I'd hate to be him if he goes and fucks off over at the Raiders the way he fucked off at the Jets.
Yeah.
Because those fans will eat his ass, dude. Those fans will carve up his lunch and share it between themselves. Man. And I don't know if the ownership wants to waste their time on him. Like, I wouldn't want him even as a backup. I didn't want Carson Wentz as our backup, dude. That guy's a turd. The way he screwed the Eagles pissed me off. Because he was there, had a whole other season to play for the Eagles, and he had like $70 million guaranteed money coming, and he just says, nah, not gonna go to work for you guys because it's guaranteed. So I'm just gonna go to work at this other place and have them pay me while I'm hitting $70 million off your fucking cap.
Yeah.
What a prick, dude. What a prick.
Speaking of,
he was good 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
That was
I
it.
just want to go. Oh, it's finished.
What's up, bro?
Going back to what you said about the Jets, I just feel like if he faked that injury, I feel like. I mean, did he really fake that injury though? I mean, it's just
No,
speculation.
that's why I
It's just
called it a
speculation.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's just a
I mean,
speculation
he did get
because
surgery supposedly. I mean, there's pictures of him going to the hospital and shit. And then
that too. But they had a under the what's that word when you have a good roster but you haven't used it right?
underdeveloped, under
Yeah, underachieved.
underachieved.
That roster.
Undercoached.
Yeah, no. I feel like that I feel like that team was very underachieved because that team had a good chance to win 10 games if Aaron Rodgers didn't get hurt.
Hmm.
How many wins are we talking?
If he wouldn't have got hurt, I think they were only
A wild
they
card
might
team.
have got 9 or 10 wins with him.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
were favored to beat to win that division, I think, that year as well too, with Aaron
just-
Rodgers.
I had a hard time believing that and buying into that because I had been watching the Bills for too long.
I mean, at least second place.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
fucking winning.
he could have probably eked into a playoff, but I think that's all he was going to get because everybody knows what the hell he's going to do.
Yeah, wild card. Yeah,
They
exactly.
didn't expect Buffalo to do anything this year or this past
Yeah,
year.
nobody did.
Actually,
just
me and
like-
Anthony thought so.
I figured.
Like,
I knew
all
they
these
would.
rumors about Aaron Rodgers, like the teams that need a QB, the Steelers. Who else? The Raiders. Like,
Could he go to Pittsburgh? Could that be a landing spot for Aaron Rodgers? Because I guess they were
Do they
saying
want two 40-year-old quarterbacks because they're going to be keeping Russell
exactly.
Wilson?
That's true. That's
they're going to keep Russell Wilson after all because he's a
I
free
don't
agent.
see him going anywhere else yet.
Russell
No.
Wilson is a free agent. So is Justin Fields.
Yeah, he ain't trying
Hear
to
me
go
out.
for a job.
Hear me out. Russell Wilson pairs up with Pete Carroll again.
You think
I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks now. Since
that
Pete
is
Carroll.
a dream situation for me, bro? I hope so because then we don't have to worry about the Raiders.
I mean, the Raiders do need wide receivers.
Maybe get Justin Fields in with to the Raiders. That would be a good. That could be something potential.
I mean, the Raiders have like a really high pick. They might go for that Dart kid, and then just like pick up somebody to help train him. So I don't know if you'd ever try to risk it on Rodgers to come in and help train a franchise guy. I think that's a horrible idea. Rodgers doesn't want to train his own receivers.
Hell, he didn't want to train freaking Love.
Right, dude, you're a 41-year-old man. You're supposed to be the boss of the crew, and you're not going to fucking train your crew how to do it your way. And he talks about his love for the game and shit. Come on, bro. You can't do that. You can't just skip it all and then say how much you love the team. Like, you skipped everything. He wasn't there for any of the camps. I mean, dude, he wasn't there to even get to know his guys. I bet he has no idea what their fucking middle names are. You know? And that's too bad, too, because I had high hopes when Rodgers went to the Jets. I was like, that'll be cool. You know, they could finally make it into contention and stuff. But
they were the most hyped team that offseason.
Well, they had a great whole team, dude. They like on paper.
Yeah, exactly.
That team looked fantastic, but they had zip for coaches. I mean, they had Salah, so the defense was going to be strong.
Week 5, fire him for no reason.
I mean, that's pathetic
no
too.
sense.
I like Robert
2-2. You're 2-2, and you fire your.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now he's back with the 49ers.
Which is, you know, honestly, if Salah would have been at the 49ers a couple of times against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I think they would have got the wins.
Maybe one of them.
They got 2 Super Bowl losses to the Chiefs, right?
They would have had one of them.
And they would have
Yeah,
had
but who is it really, though? Kyle Shanahan or the rest of the coaching staff?
It was Shanahan. We all know who it was. It wasn't Robert Saleh. That's why they wanted him back so damn bad, man.
I'm just saying in general, like, you add in these coaches, I'm sure, yeah, Saleh's been on the 49ers before, and it just goes back to who is it really? Because Kyle Shanahan, he ain't keeping that job for long.
Hey, DTN's here, buddy. J Dog, we're gonna let you off. So you got any last words before you duck back out? We let DTN on here.
Can't double it.
What's that?
Can't double it.
I could double it.
Yeah, sure. I'm the champ. No, I'm kidding.
All right, okay, I'll keep you in, buddy. Here we go.
No, whatever. I mean, whatever.
Oh,
Fine.
DTN, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, gang? What's up, gang?
You know,
man?
and another reason why I want to stay on here is because of DTN's team. I want to talk about his team.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What do you want to start off with? Like, you guys could develop like.
I don't know. We can start off. We could start off with the combine because it's almost combine week. So
Next
Like,
weekend, baby.
Are you really going after Travis Hunter?
heck no. That because
Why not?
That's not their need, though. That's not their need.
I mean,
like I would go after Abdul Carter. I would go after Will Campbell, Tats.
Keep up that offensive line. Find an edge rusher. Find somebody that's gonna win in the trenches and
Yeah, I would rather prioritize like defensive tackle, edge, and offensive tackle.
but
Mhm.
those can all be taken in later rounds. Why pass
Exactly.
up generational talent just because you think that you've already got some okay guys?
That's why I say that you guys trade down because number 4 pick, you're basically reaching for an edge rusher. Because they'll go to like top 20. So
Yeah, it could be the same thing for like offensive tackles because normally offensive tackles would not be drafted that high.
I mean, 10. You saw it last year with the Jets.
Well,
We've
we got
taken a few-
Joel.
We've taken a few tackles pretty high.
Oh yeah, Joel.
If they're a good one, like Eric Fisher, he was.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Eric Fisher.
Yeah, dude, he was like, I think he was the first pick or something that we took that year. God dang, what a beast too! He was the best thing we ever did, bro. Like he could hold anybody back. There was nobody that was strong enough to get by that kid. So yeah, sometimes if it's a generational talent, yeah, you absolutely try to trade up and get that guy.
Justin Sanders not thrown at the combine. Did we expect anything else? Like Shador is not throwing at the combine.
He's not going to throw in the combine. I think that's a horrible thing to do to his own career.
I know.
It's going to make a lot of coaches be like, yeah, what? You get nervous, do you? You know? I don't think I want the nervous kid on my team.
Because he has Sanders on the back of his jersey. Like any other QB that's probably a son of the coach.
If
I don't know.
If he was a safety and he was as fast and athletic as his papa, goddamn right I'd take him first pick. But he's a quarterback.
First pick, though?
One more time.
Safety at first pick though.
I mean, if it's a Deion Sanders kid and he looks like Neon Deion and he's got that athleticism, god dang, dude. Like I wish we would have picked Joe Alt. I mean, his dad worked for us, and then Joe kicked some butt this year, you know. Joe Jr.
Joe Alt, he was offensive lineman.
Chargers, yeah.
Yeah.
Chargers,
yeah.
Yeah. I thought the Chargers would go wide receiver and then the Titans could get Joe Alt.
Yeah, that was the rumor.
But at least Jim Harbaugh knows that the genius thing to do is to build the trenches.
Yeah, build the whole line.
But I think that the Chargers desperately need like interior O-line because they secured the tackles, but you need like interior line because tackles are not just good enough.
Right.
Like you need a good center, you need like a good guards. And I think that's what's killing the Chargers.
Yeah. You know, I wonder if some of these teams are trying to bring in vets for this coming season just to hold the fort down while they wait to try to get that Arch Manning kid.
But who do you realistically see tanking next year for Arch Manning?
Tanking?
Yeah.
I don't see tanking. I see teams just basically
I mean, whatever, but
being wishy-washy and then getting lucky and getting him or making a lot of really good trades. I think the Giants try to take him.
I think the Cowboys are done with Dak after this season. Not gonna lie.
They should have been done with Dak a long time ago. They shouldn't have paid him.
Exactly. I think they're done with him this year. Too many injuries. Can't win in the playoffs.
Who was their guy that they also paid? Was it Zeke?
Yeah, Zeke.
They paid him too.
Now
Yeah, that was
Amari
ludicrous.
Cooper. I'm hearing Amari Cooper back to the Cowboys.
I think they also paid CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah,
hasn't
they
looked,
did.
he didn't look.
CeeDee Lamb's actually really goddamn good. It feels to me like they had to pay him or he was absolutely going to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
And kicking
I
their
wouldn't have
ass,
minded.
you know. It sucks to lose a guy to a team that then comes and beats your ass because of him.
I think the team that's going to end up getting the first overall pick next year is going to be the Browns.
Yeah.
Really?
If they get rid of Myles Garrett, and the quarterback situation
They are.
in Cleveland is up in the air.
What pick are they?
The Browns this year?
Yeah.
I mean, the Browns. What was the record? The record was.
Are they 3?
I think so. Yeah. they're like the top 3, but I think they're going to be a first round pick again next year because I just don't see them having any unless they can get it together.
But what are you doing? Are you giving up on that? Say that they draft the QB at 3rd. Are you giving up on him already?
They don't have a defense. They get rid of Myles Garrett.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And you look and then he's going to be a young rookie going into in the AFC North, where they got to play the Cincinnati Bengals, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Pittsburgh Steelers twice a year. I mean, I don't see them maybe winning 2 or 3 games in that division. Maybe 3 at the best. Maybe 3.
Well, they might be okay though now that Tucker has to go there from Baltimore.
But I mean, the quarterback situation—that's the thing. Jameis Winston is a free agent now. Is he going to stay in the NFL? Is he going to stay with Cleveland?
I love Jameis, dude. He was so fun to watch play.
He was fun to watch.
I think the funnest thing about Jameis Winston was his interviews, man.
He's going to be a color commentator when he gets out of football.
They're gonna do him like they do Gronk.
Yes.
Oh, we got a big silly one here, you know.
Yes. But he is pretty fun to watch, though.
I mean, Jameis Winston's got a big old heart, dude. He's like a really good guy. He's like me, kind of dumb. Like I'm pretty dumb. Maybe he's a little smarter. He's obviously more athletic, you know. But he is a good interview. He's a fun interview.
Or maybe even the Saints will be there too. The Saints and the Browns could be fun for that first draft pick next year.
I mean, the Saints have work to do,
but they do have some good defensive players, though.
Cam Jordan.
I'd like to get Willie Gay back. I know he went there to get his pay.
And Thornhill,
I'd like to have him back, dude.
Isn't Thornhill there too?
We lose all kinds of guys from defense to the Saints all the time. So,
are the Chiefs thinking about trading up?
We always
trade up. You talk about a running back.
We always trade up. And then the Bills give us a pick that gets us like the absolute coolest guy in the whole NFL every so many years.
Because if you're looking at Jenks, I don't know his name. What's his name? Genie.
Oh, Ginty?
Gene
Yeah,
Keys,
yeah,
the
Genie.
running back,
Yeah, if you're looking at
Boise
him,
State.
I'd have to trade up a ways to get him, dude.
he's gone. If you're looking,
He's gonna go way before that. No, I was looking at a kid named Trayvon Henderson. Treveyon.
Yeah.
I can't say his name well, dude. I can't. You should see me trying
Trevion
to
or
pronounce
something like that.
some of these names that I meet across the seas, bro. I just have a really hard time.
Yeah, Tennessee has the first pick, and then the Browns have the second pick, and then the Giants 3, Patriots 4.
Yeah, but is Tennessee going to pick up one of the other quarterbacks, though? I mean, I know that they want to beef up their quarterback situation over there.
It seems like you're giving up on Will Levis.
On who?
Will Levis, but
They,
in a
they
way,
need to develop these quarterbacks instead of just throwing them into the throw them to the wolves and be like, hey, okay, see ya.
Levitt did okay, but literally atrocious quarterback play, dude. So, yeah, sometimes they don't pan out, man. I mean, I like Levitt. I think he's a great backup. Like, he'll be a good backup in the league.
backup already though.
Yeah, dude, for real. I know it sucks to do that to a fella, but sometimes they're just going to be a backup, dude.
Give him a Carson Wentz situation, but have him on a good team.
Yeah, if he got to be on a good team, for sure.
Like the Colts season, nah. Like, and then that's what ruined his career, the Colts. And then y'all just picked him up for a bag of chips, right?
Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to pay him shit, dude. None of the fans wanted him there.
Yeah.
After what he did to the Eagles, we don't respect him, dude.
Yeah, and then the Colts was another conversation we can talk about, and then the Commanders.
Richardson? Nah. They're not giving up.
Commanders, when they picked up Jaden Daniels, they got the pick of the century, bro. That kid's hot, man. He's going to do good next year, too. I doubt he has a slump, bro. He's got a good enough team there, and they keep adding to the support cast. That I don't think he's going to end up with a sophomore slump. I think he's got some wheels, and I think by year 4, maybe he gets hurt. Maybe year 3. But this next year, I think he's going to be just fine and probably bring the Commanders right back to it, bro. But he kind of seems a little bit like RG3 to me, so that scares me a little bit, making me think he's breakable because he's just so skinny, you know?
He needs to put on some weight.
Oh, yeah, but putting on some weight's going to slow his ass down, though. And he's got some wheels. That's why I'm thinking year 3, by the time he's putting on the weight, is when maybe he's slowed down to the point where one of these big guys catches him and really pops him hard. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened to RG3. I mean, I thought that one kid, what was that kid from San Francisco that did all the kneeling? I don't even remember his name.
Kaepernick.
Yeah, I thought he would have been out of that league in the first 2 years because, like, he was running all the time. He was just running and running. And a lot of that was because he did, just couldn't chuck the ball. Like, there was a lot of coverage going on, and so he had to run. And I thought for sure somebody was going to catch up to him one of these days and whop him. But he hung around till he got to kneeling, and then everybody he jumped the shark,
Yeah, because, speaking of the Browns and their quarterback situation, the Browns and their salary cap right now, they're 24 million over the cap space before it gets before they add that other money.
Because of Watson.
So
yeah, the Browns have to lose everybody in order to keep the guys they don't want, basically.
Now, how much is Myles Garrett? 30?
He's gonna be 28 mil, dude.
Yeah.
Let me look up the Browns cap space because
they're in the hole, bro.
Yeah, they're in the hole. 24 million. Their cap.
Yeah, let's just see what players that they have.
Yeah. I hear you.
Besides Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Miles Garrett is the first one to go, and that's
Deshaun
most-
Watson, he's got that I don't know who
Deshaun takes out like 35 million of their cap right there, just instantly for
I know
this year.
exactly.
I don't know which genius thought it was a good idea to like extend to give Deshaun Watson that contract from the very beginning.
Mhm.
Like
It was the
look,
owner,
Texans
bro.
got a
Why
huge
would the
steal.
owner let that happen? It was the owner. I
He
mean,
wasn't even good that season,
no,
was he?
he was a pervert. He was a weird pervert, and all of the fans instantly were like, "What in the hell are you bringing him to us for?" I feel bad for Browns fans, man. That ownership doesn't give a fucking shit about their fans.
I feel bad for the coaching staff. Like
I
they
mean,
were
I can't believe he's still the coach.
that's where the Browns is where you go for your career to just go away, dude. That's where they
Exactly.
send you
Wasting
for your
talent over
career
there.
to die. And it's been like that for years, and it sucks for the guys that are Browns fans for life because they have to put up with that shit. That's got to be just heart-wrenching
my
every
gosh.
damn year, dude.
What's up,
Yeah.
Richie Fresh?
Richie Fresh is in the house. Nice. Nice.
What was that, DTN? What were you saying? Oh my God, too.
wait, what's that?
I think he was
What are you
excited
saying?
that Richie Fresh is here.
Oh, I just
Going.
go ahead.
No, I was just. I'll say that topic until you're done.
No, I was
Let's
just
talk
gonna
about
say
this,
like,
bro. How about this? What team do you believe has done the best with coaching changes? And I don't mean just head coach. I mean all around, GM, everything. What team would get the best score for the coaching changes that they have made? Just
out of all 32 teams.
yeah.
Let's think about it.
This is a hard one. I can't. Well,
I mean,
was
just after this season, though, like not like you can't go, oh, well, the Chiefs have, because
maybe
Chiefs have great
Eagles?
coaches. So do the Eagles. We're looking for who did the big changes.
Oh, the biggest changes. I gotta say Washington
Commander-
because
Yeah, Commanders. Cliff Kingsbury. Look at what he did over there.
yeah, like he was not a good head coach in Arizona, and he was a good offensive coordinator for Washington. They hired
And he
Adam
could
Peters,
stay.
the guy we were supposed to get.
Okay.
He could stay too.
Like no one.
I think you guys are right on point there because over at the Commanders, once they got that coaching team together and they got all that talent together, they shot like a rocket right to space, bro.
Exactly.
That was-
Yeah,
trust me,
and their cap space, they have $82 million. They have $82 million to play
That
with.
is nuts, dude.
Yeah,
they can get anybody.
82 mil, is that before or after they raised the cap?
I think it's before the cap rise.
So they're going to get like another 24 mil
Yeah,
spend.
I feel like
They got
teams would,
100 mil to spend.
I feel like teams
We
would
are
be amount
all
of money.
in trouble.
yeah.
You guys realize how much trouble we're going to be in if the Commanders really put on the free agencies.
It's
or
gonna
the free
be
agents and get some
Miles
guys
Garrett
coming.
could be a Washington Commander.
I feel like they're the front runners. Not gonna lie. Because
They have that money. They pay them in the
Yeah,
trade.
I think
Miles Garrett said
the best coaching moves after the season,
The Jets.
probably
probably for a whole team, an entire team, would be the Jets. I think they made really good moves, and I like
Yeah,
Aaron Glenn too.
My only question
Yeah,
is
because
how
Aaron
well.
Glenn.
I like the coaching staff. Like I may have said what I've said on the AFC Roundtable, but to be honest, I did like the Aaron Glenn hire. My only problem is how Woody Johnson is gonna be doing all the things because I'm not a huge fan of Woody Johnson, but I like what the coaching staff for the Jets. That's my only concern because there's like New York is like a whole different level compared to like Boston, Philadelphia, and Washington.
Well, and I think that's another thing that Aaron Glenn is going to do is not let the owner fucking pick guys because of their Madden rating. For God's sake, what the hell kind of?
I was like
Hey.
laughing
stupid.
so hard. Like
that was like the second most Jets thing I've ever heard in my life, dude. Like I could not.
It's because of Jerry Judy.
Like they could have got Jerry Judy.
Yeah, Richie Fresh just came in and saying if Garrett goes to the Washington Commanders, they're they'll take.
I
Yeah,
heard Garrett.
I agree 100% with that. If the Commanders get a guy like Myles Garrett and they can afford it, there's some other teams that can afford it, but I think they're making.
They're going to be They're going to be an instant top 5, top 3 team.
What if the Commanders used that money to get Khalil Mack and Myles Garrett? We would be.
Joey Bosa.
That would be
You're
insane.
not going to get 15 points on that team in any given day. You are not going to be able to score more than 15 points.
Or Bosa. I mean,
Sorry, but the Bosa guys are really cool. They're really tough and everything. But
Yeah.
I just don't know if the Commanders are going to take take the Bosa. I think they're going to probably like what you said. Look at a Garrett or a Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Garrett's the number one. Like,
That's the two best in the bunch for if you're looking at a guy that can rush a quarterback. I'm just glad Chris Jones is signed for a couple more years, man. I don't have to worry about it so much. We can look about anybody with him, and he's gonna take up a double team.
Wait, Jamie, remind me how old Chris Jones is again? Because he's like in his late 20s.
I think he's only like 28 or 29, bro.
Interesting.
He's your X factor over there.
He is the edge rusher. He's the one that usually you have to double team every stinking play.
He's 30 years old.
Is he 30?
Yep.
Okay.
July 3rd, 1994 is his birthday. He was born. He's from Houston, Missouri.
Nice.
Or,
Hometown boy makes good.
no, Mississippi. Sorry, MS. MS is Mississippi.
Mississippi.
MO was Missouri. MO was Missouri. But he's from Houston, Mississippi. But there's a Houston, Missouri as well. That's where my daughter's her aunt and uncle live in Houston, Missouri. Anywho,
Anthony just likes to throw random shit.
but those Patriots, they have a lot of money to throw out there.
I know they do, man. I wonder what all they're going to bring in. I think
They better utilize their cap space. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing my rants and then start posting that video of mine.
They have right now. They're at $128 million.
Wow.
That they can throw away. They can throw around now.
$128 million. Oh my goodness, dude! They could bring in just about anybody they wanted. Like they could bring them out. They could bring them all. Like they could get on the free agent list and just like take every other guy from the top 10.
They better be aggressive. They got to be aggressive.
Right, $10 million contract 1 year. $10 million contract 1 year. Let's go. Come on, keep it coming.
For real, dude.
Justin Tucker will be maybe he'll be a.
I expect some 3 or 4 year deals.
He'll be a Brown. Justin Tucker. No kidding.
That's my hot take. If Justin Tucker stays in the league, he's a Browns player next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Browns will they won't pay him anything either. It'll be on him. Like, that's right. Did you still want to play in the NFL? You're gonna be here for $2 million. We can't really afford to pay you, so you're gonna have to take this IOU.
You're gonna have to fight Deshaun Watson for it.
Yeah, you're right.
But we'll give you this much money every time you give Deshaun a massage because we're not allowed to let the ladies do it anymore.
All the massages in Cleveland.
Richie Fresh said something in the comments saying Tucker and Watson will all get all the massages in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That would be funny though.
Dude, Cleveland is going to have a lot of money dumped into their massage parlors if they get them both.
And the girls of Cleveland can be really happy.
It's not a good destination.
They're going to be like massage parlors popping up everywhere in Cleveland, bro.
I won't be surprised
Yeah,
if Cleveland's gonna be.
massage parlors.
I won't be surprised if Cleveland's gonna be like dead last next to Jacksonville.
Jacksonville just got a new general manager, so I'm hoping he starts making moves and actually gets them,
And they got a new head coach too.
brings them back to life. You know,
They did get a new head coach, I believe, as well.
Liam Duval. Like,
Duval.
It
But
was
there's
so-
Duval, and then what's the other one they yell? It kind of sounds like that.
they have their own pool. That's crazy.
There's like a couple teams that yell shit that sounds the exact same. They go Duval on the one, and then what was the other one?
I have no clue.
Trying to remember what they always holler at that other stadium too. But yelling Duval is kind of bizarre to me.
Stupid.
Isn't that like the county they play in or some shit?
But yeah.
yeah.
Can't judge.
Jacksonville part of the Duval County. Like I haven't been to Florida in a while, so I don't know like everything about it. So it's like I only know like Miami and the Tampa area, but not like Jacksonville. So
Well, yeah, I've only been like on the freeway by Jacksonville. Never really went into town and nothing, you know. Don't know what the nightlife is like. I don't know what the people are like or nothing, but
Or the
I know
food.
that they deserve better than what that goddamn team's been giving them.
Or the food.
uh,
I know, right? Off
Interesting.
season already.
Hey, Richie Fresh says, you got to think promiscuous shit like that happens more often than we think, but just those two idiots got caught. Sure,
Right?
those two idiots did get caught, you
Under the
know.
season, too.
That's the problem, though, is if you're going to be rich and you're going to be fairly famous, you're going to have to walk an edge. You know, you're going to have to walk a line, or you're going to have to go to Brazil or something. You know, like you just got to get out of the country and go get a hooker somewhere else. You can't be doing it here. I mean, Brett Favre sending that girl from the Jets pictures of his wiener. Come on, dude. Like she's a media person, bro. Like, did you think she wasn't gonna tell? You know.
Y'all,
Just come
y'all
on.
hear about Steve Smith Sr.?
The what?
Steve Smith Sr.
What did he do?
DTN, do you know about this?
the Steve Smith Sr. thing, or
Yup.
What
I
did he
think
do?
I watched
something to
Tyler
this?
T Sports that his like reel about it, but I don't remember exactly.
Alright, so let me explain. So basically, he was talking to this girl. He was talking to this girl. I don't know what the conversation was about because it was like blurred out and stuff. But the big deal is that he has a family. He has a whole family, and he's talking to a girl. And we don't know what the wife thinks about it.
Well, that's something he shouldn't have been doing. I mean, didn't that
Exactly.
coach from Jacksonville get in trouble for that shit too?
Oh, let me read. A social media exposure was released on February 22nd that accused Steve Smith of having an affair with the member of the Marching Ravens, the official marching band of the Baltimore Ravens, whom Smith played for in the final 3 seasons of his career. And Tony Martinez, the husband of the woman Smith allegedly had an affair with, exposed intimate text messages between Smith and his wife in a post on X. And then Martinez then recorded a phone call he made to Smith confronting him about the affair and accusing him of having sexual relationships with his wife.
And Steve Smith ignored the whole conversation on the phone.
Wow.
Like, he had nothing to say as soon as
Wow, dude. Like honestly, Mr. Smith is pretty lucky that some dude didn't show up on his fucking doorstep and just take him clean out of this planet. Because you don't fuck with a man's wife, man. You don't ever do that. That's wrong. That's like it. Like even in high school, man. Like you don't go date someone else's girlfriend after they break up. You got to give them a while. You know.
At
But
least
if
like
it-
5 or
if
10
he
years.
was married to this girl. Some guy is married to this girl, and I feel bad for him. He's got to do this. He's got to deal with that piece of shit that's been doing stuff with his wife, and that piece of shit he has for a wife. You
Not
know,
even pretty either.
I mean, I would sue. I would sue the man, take half of his fucking money, divorce the girl, and fucking split to the Caribbean for the rest of my life, bro. Like I'd be like, nah, you're gonna pay me, sucker. You know, you're gonna pay me because you've caused me mental anguish, and I would get the best lawyer I could find and say, let's take him for everything he's got left, which might be what, $6 million. The guy's a fucking punk. Yeah, obviously too stupid to save money. If he's too stupid not to cheat on his woman with a married woman, then he's too stupid to save any money for himself. So you just take everything else he's worth, and then he's going to get divorced. She's going to take the rest. And then he'll be on the goddamn streets behind a dumpster where he fucking belongs. What a hunk of shit, dude. Man, I like loyalty. I prefer loyalty. If you only have sex with your wife, you can't get caught.
Richard Fresh comes in and said, "You want to talk about wild shit? Y'all remember when the Miami coach Chris Forrester did blow on camera?"
I wish I could put up a video of that.
Are we talking about the job or just point?
No. So a little bit of the nose candy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny. Let's see. Chris Forster. I have to, man. I'm gonna try to Google that if I can find anything.
This is interesting to see.
Chris Forster.
remember a player was eating a hot dog on the sideline? At least I'm pretty sure it's still on YouTube.
Oh my god. Snorting cocaine on camera. No shit, dude. There it is too.
On the sideline, right? I think it was on the sideline.
The Miami Dolphins zone, October 9th, 2017.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I heard
Offensive
about
line coach resigns. He was an offensive line coach. Wow.
Yo, I heard of it. On the sideline, right?
I think he did it on
a desk. It was in the
on a Facebook message he was sending to a chick or something, right?
Yo, these NFL players get caught.
He's just hoovering up some lines, man. He's just
Wow.
hoovering them suckers, isn't he?
He had 3 lines there. He did 2 of them. Oh, he's doing another one right
He
there.
hoovers all them
3
suckers,
lines.
dude. He hoovers them right up. Oh my gosh. On camera.
Oh my
What are
gosh.
you doing? Oh my gosh.
Do stupid shit, win stupid prizes.
Yeah, man. There was a kid the other day. He was taking drinks from beers, and then he would take a picture of every beer that he'd cracked open. And I said, "What are you doing, man? Like, what the hell are you doing? You're not even supposed to be drinking." He goes, "Oh, I'm on an app with my friends that tracks how that it's only supposed to be us, and then we just show each other we're drinking beers." And I was like, "You're fucking underage. Get the hell out of here." And why would you put your face on a cop app? Like they're gonna know exactly who you are now. You're going to be busted,
Right.
It just seems like that, man. Like he's gonna post something on his Facebook that he's doing some lines and shit, dude. That's nuts. God, I guess maybe I'm old, bro. I wouldn't be able to do anything tomorrow if I ever did any shit like that, man. I'd fucking kick my ass.
If we had Facebook, if you had Facebook back in the 70s and 80s, well, in the 80s, you'd be in trouble.
I mean, probably more like 90s and 2000s. 70s and 80s, I was still kind of a kid, so still pretty innocent, you know. But yeah, I don't think I've ever video recorded anything stupid I've done. I mean, other than just me being dumb, you know. But not like I really try not to do illegal shit, Anthony. I mean, I think I kind of preach against doing a lot of illegal shit, really. These days, I mean, there was times when we were out at the biker bar, I might have got a little out of hand a few times, but I mean, geez, there's a time and place for everything, and it's called college, you know.
Right.
That guy was way out of college, man. He looked like he had some fucking gray hair. He should have known better.
I'm gonna post a video on YouTube. I'm doing blow or whatever the hell he was doing.
Well, the pathetic thing was those are such tiny lines. He must not have been getting paid very well. I'm just joking, dude. I don't know.
Unless they were Michael Irvin and all those other
Good
cowboys.
God, Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman and the whole entire offensive line and
Defensive line.
Emmitt Smith in the Super Bowl. Their pupils were like bigger than their eyeballs, dude. Those guys were so goddamn coked up. Well, yeah, they're gonna win a Super Bowl. They're going 4 times faster than anybody else out there. And Troy Aikman can say all the bullshit he says about all these other quarterbacks, but I don't see them doing rails of coke before they go play. You hopped up shit, you big fat liar. I don't like Troy Aikman. He talks shit about every quarterback that's not named Troy Aikman. And he's terrible at doing the football games, dude. Joe Buck
I don't know why.
is there to call the plays, and he does a really good job at just calling the plays. But he doesn't really know shit about shit. But I can put up with just Joe Buck. If they got rid of Troy Aikman and they put like Jason Kelsey with Joe Buck, I would be pretty happy about that.
Yeah,
I would keep Joe Buck as long as they put a good, fun guy up there with him, you know. But Joe Buck didn't play no football. Come on, man. What's Richie Fresh saying here? That's the conspiracy why the Bills lost 4 straight, blowing up their noses the night before, huh? Now, to be fair, even Lawrence Taylor said that when a team would come to town to play them, he would find out who the 2 guys across the line from him were going to be, and he would send all the cocaine and hookers right to their hotel rooms. And then they would keep him up all night, or keep those guys up all night long, so it was easier for LT to go kick some ass, which is technically genius. That's like Dr. Evil level genius, you know. Well, boys, hey, it's 6:49. I'm going to let you fellas have a good night. I'm going to keep Anthony here for a couple more minutes, and we're going to call it a show, fellas.
I also got
I got cool too, bro.
I got works tomorrow.
Yeah, I got nothing I can think of. So yeah, I think it's good to say that I'm gonna peace out.
Next weekend, though, you guys, next Sunday night, let's do this and let's talk about what we saw in the combine, though. How's that?
Yeah. We'll see
I might be there for like half an hour because I got other plans next weekend. So I might pop in for like 15 to 30 minutes, but who knows? We'll see what my schedule's going to look like. So
we'll be here.
We're on the slowest combine.
Well, we'll be here. We'll be here Thursday, and then we'll be here Sunday, so we can talk about whatever we want to talk about on Sunday. Thursday will probably just be another one like this where we're kind of out of football talk. So hopefully somebody makes a trade or something that we could talk about.
That's March. That is March.
Also, we're almost heading towards the free agency.
I know. I can't wait, dude. Answer all these questions we got, right?
Yeah.
Free agency is in March.
Yeah.
March 14th, I think.
What, isn't March like in just about 10, 12 days away?
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
So yeah, we'll see each other.
Heck yeah, guys. All right. Hey, have a good night, fellas. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
on.
good night.
Have a good night, guys.
You too. Peace out.
Peace.
Awesome. That was fun. I like them guys. They're good guys.
I'm interested to see what Buffalo does. I think honestly, with Buffalo, they need a defensive tackle, an edge rusher, a safety, cornerback, and a speedy
don't.
wide receivers. You know.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty cool. Well, we got to hope that there's something that goes on here. I mean, we got to get some good rumors or something for Thursday, bro, because we are in that part right after the Super Bowl where it's just we're in limbo. There's nothing, and all there is talk about what could happen. You know?
Aaron Rodgers to the Rams.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers would go to the Rams? Do you think they want him? I mean, if all they're doing is trying to like fill in so they can tank this year to try to get a quarterback, then maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you're gonna take Aaron Rodgers, I guess you're figuring on not having a great season because he won't show up to the practices. He won't even try to get to know the guys. He's basically on a darkness retreat for about 2/3 of the season.
And then he waits till the last 4 games to show up and actually do something.
I was really disappointed in that guy this year because I wanted him to go and do something good for the Jets. You know, make my Jets friends happy. But man,
to see Richie happy, man, that would have been.
He's got no juice though. Rodgers has no juice left in the tank at all, dude. He's running on fumes. He's 41 years old, and when he's out on the field, he looks it. I mean, just he doesn't try to get to know his guys. At least Peyton Manning, when he started getting older, he would be like, "This is how you're going to do it. And you're going to do it exactly like this every time. Let's go practice."
Yeah.
You know, look at Tom Brady. You put anybody with him, Tom Brady is going to be there at practice grilling this kid because he knows
he's going to throw his tantrum if nobody ain't doing anything.
Right.
It always happens. Like, oh shit, we better get our shit together.
Yeah, I mean, like, talk about putting it off until you can't do it no more. Richie Fresh, it's always good to have you here, bro. So give us a call next Thursday, man. We're going to do the Thursday after work thing again. And so I'd like you to jump on here and give us some of your opinions on this circus sideshow we call the NFL. Anthony, I really appreciate you coming on and talking to me tonight, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, man. I think I'm going to get out and go stuff my fat belly before I go to bed. Maybe watch a good Western or something.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it earlier. That way we can try to, if we tried to do it a little earlier, you know, and
dude, Sunday's literally my day that I just don't want to do anything, right? Like I'm finally unwound because it takes me the whole day Saturday to unwind from a week's worth of, you know, work and stuff. And then by Sunday, I'm just like, oh, thank God, I could just stay in my bathrobe all day, you know? But yeah, man, we could do it earlier. I'm thinking next Sunday, maybe like a 2 o'clock or something.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, which would be like what, 4 or 5 back on the East Coast. So
yeah, that way everybody can have a good evening going into the work week, and we're not, you know, keeping them up all night.
I mean, I don't see that we're keeping too many guys up all night anyway, bro.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
Right.
I like to relax about 8, 9, at least 8 by 7, 8 o'clock. You know.
Yeah. So this is working out pretty good, actually. I mean, it's like almost 9 on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So it's working out pretty well. I think this was a pretty fun show.
I have one thing to say.
Like to call in and just get all over me, don't they?
I have one thing to say before we go, because it's off of football. It's kind of about Major League Baseball. The New York Yankees have given up. They've stopped talk. They stopped the whole no shave stuff, or they've given them they're letting the players grow a beard, but it has to be trimmed. So the Yankees, for the first time in professional sports, are actually going to let their players grow a beard since I think like '76 or something like that.
The first time in their professional sport.
Yeah, I'm actually happy to see that and hear that, and I would love to see. I would like to see the Yankees go all the way this upcoming year, but that's just me.
I mean, that Russian women's weightlifting team has always been able to grow beards.
Yeah, me too, pretty good,
All the Olympics I ever seen, anyway.
A
Go.
lot of testosterone in their damn.
Yeah, buddy. Some tough girls.
I don't want to mess with them. They'll probably put me in a chokehold.
I mean, cool, bro. Hey, Anthony, I love you, my friend. It was good to see you, man.
Yeah, love you too, brother. You guys have a good night.
Yeah,
Appreciate
have a good
you all.
night, man. All right, buddy. I'm gonna end this stream. See you, bro.
All right, see ya.